Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I've been extremely busy, so I'm glad to be back with you guys today. As you can see, I have a nice little Blood Angels project in front of me, and it is very near to completion. What we did today is an expansion force for a client, and it's 6 of the jumping like suppressor guys. Um, a lieutenant captain in Phobos armor, and then 3 of the impulsor tanks with all of the various options available to them, which are pretty awesome. So, you kind of just take a closer look at one of these bad boys. So we did like some blue light down in like the windows to make it look like they were lit up, and then also obviously on like all the glass uh, like sensor parts or whatever they are, and then like all this stuff can like fully move and everything. These pieces are removable just for like storage and transport so they don't break or anything, and then like this whole piece can come off here, and then obviously reveals all the detail inside and everything. And there's multiple ways you can actually put this back panel in there. So if you have multiple ones, you can change the panel around so they don't look like exactly the same, which is pretty cool, I think. And then let's just, these bases, if you're not familiar with these, are actually like 2 pieces, and then you like push them together, but they actually like can screw like 90 degrees, and when you do it, it like changes the angle slightly, so it can like actually make the tank look like it's sort of like hovering at an angle, or like maybe it's like maneuvering in battle. um, just a cool little like extra feature that they give it. But and these are the like bases we made for this army. Took like some of that mesh, and then also just a little bit of our normal like sand and like rock mix and everything. Let's see if this one has. Yeah, this has a different back in it also. This one has like a bunch of like little TV monitors. You can see like in the corner there, there's like a skull thing and everything. But we just try to get like nice clean paint jobs for everything, and make it look good. Obviously nice and uniform. Did like a little glow for the headlights, and again down in the cracks and everything. Um, and then obviously just more of the same there with that last one. Obviously is same deal going on. But what you can actually do with these is you can pop like you can take like this piece off completely, and then that actually like comes off of there, and then you can swap in like the missile launcher, and it actually gives you like a pretty nice fit and everything. So you don't need to glue it or anything. Now you would have to be careful. Obviously, you don't want to like leave it behind in the middle of a game, lose like a piece of your tank or whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then obviously you have like your little shield domes as well. So if you want to go that route, that's an option. And then I've seen people putting these on here like different ways. So you can actually like put it on at the back like that. I'm not sure what the deal is, but it seems like it's meant to be like sort of just put on like that and just kind of fits in there. And then you've got like your stubber action as well. So, but overall, definitely a cool kit. And then you have also your little like satellite dish piece if you want like that orbital array. But those things are pretty cool, and definitely very happy with how these come out. It's a cool army. It's definitely like going to be awesome on the battlefield, obviously. But these are painted in different sections, and as they get to completion, I'll obviously I'll go for like the final little bits, but I'll always try to stick to sub assembly, like wherever it's like relevant and convenient, but without like overdoing it. Because one thing is, like, I did sub assemblies on mephiston, and I'm not gonna lie, like it was a nightmare. Because I ended up having to like repaint a couple spots that got messed up when I was gluing them together, and I wasn't getting like a great fit even after I had like test fit it and everything. Like, he was just a nightmare. I wish I would have just put him completely together and painted him. But like something like this, it's just so much easier to be able to just pop the gun off, paint all the details and everything nice on him, and then be able to come back. And then I just did like for the sergeant, like distinguish with the black shoulder pads, and just did like crisp highlights on everything. And then this is how I do my heads. If you've never seen that before, I basically just take a piece of sprue and put it in a position where it's gonna like sit upright, and then I will just like glue heads on in there, so then I can just like go through assembly line and do all the heads, and that makes it like a lot easier, and the detail comes out a lot better. This is like next level if you decide that that's something that you're into. These two pieces are like veteran head sprues. I've had these forever, and they're actually so amazing because the two of them like interlock together. Because normally, if you have a bunch of like stuff on here or whatever, this takes up like a lot of room, like the actual like place on your desk or whatever. But with these two, you can like sit the two of them like this, so they take up very little actual like footprint space. But clearly, you can put like 30 heads on those bad boys. So you can obviously build something like that like very simply, but it will save you like just so much effort. I mean, just when you're like base coating heads, just putting them on like that and just not having to worry about them rolling all over the place and losing them, and whose head goes where, and did you lose one like along the way halfway through painting it, and then you get all the way to the end and you're missing a head. Like, I mean, it's just so much easier to do it this way. And overall, very happy with how these guys come out. Beautiful looking Blood Angels army. Another one that's going to be like just really hard to let go. Because I am like a longtime Blood Angels player, and obviously love the Blood Angels and the new models, especially like the Primaris stuff, and like the Mephiston is amazing. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show off these bad boys, and just take this opportunity to kind of get a little video of them and touch base with the community, as I have been extremely busy. We're almost to that 500 point mark, and we'll be doing that big giveaway, so I'm super excited for that, and hopefully can get I have a ton of commissions rolling in, so I'm basically like at capacity, staying busy with them. But I'm gonna work out some ways so I can do like some more build-in paints, and maybe just like have the camera recording in the background while I'm working, and then just do a little bit more editing. But I prefer to do it this way, where I do minimal editing, just because that takes so much actual time. And the more footage you have, like the longer it takes, obviously, to go through and edit all the good stuff. So it's better if you can just like create a smaller amount of good quality footage. So that's why I like doing like the army reveals like this. And it was like a super easy process to paint everything here. I can go through that real quick. Basically, just did like a red base coat, and then wash everything with nuln oil, and then after that we'll go through and just like dry brush everything back with like mephiston, and then like one lighter shade of red, and then went in with like the almost like orange color for the highlights, and went back through and did like all the edge highlights with that. And then I used one of the contrast paints for all the black on this, and I'm real happy with that. I used the black Templar for that. Did like the blue for all the gems. That's like the kantor blue. Brought all the way up to like a temple guard blue, and then did like a orange and then yellow white for the headlights, and obviously just regular leadbelcher for the metallics as well. So it's not like a million colors in this scheme overall, but like obviously has like a real crisp and nice look to it. The edge highlights on these new tanks are sweet, and then obviously the bases came out really really nice as well. I basically started with like a dark brown and dry brushed them up to like a lighter brown color. with like little bits of rocks, part of our like mesh, and then some other just like random bits on there. And then once I got them up to a nice color, I went back through and essentially just like painted in the metal and a little bit of the detail on the rubble. And then I just went through and did like a Agrex Earthshade or a nuln oil wash, depending like what color you're looking for. But it makes them like definitely like pop and stand out like pretty good. But then also doesn't like draw the attention away from the actual model themselves. But I did specifically model like the bases for like I left big empty spots on them without any kind of sand or anything like that, so that the flight sands will be able to like glue on there nice and flat and have like a good like positioning. So, but overall, very happy with how these guys came out, and I'll have some static pictures up on the Facebook page as always. So, and I'm Warhammer Man. This is Warhammer Man Studios, and I'm out of here.